It's pretty easy for me to review this phone because it's not all that different from this one. Like I said in my hands-on, I spent the past year with the 2025 model of Motorola's Razr Ultra, and enough of that year was positive that I frankly expected to re-recommend this one. But there's a fine line between sticking with what works and falling asleep on cruise control, and I think Motorola's sliding right along that razor's edge. From Google I/O in Mountain View, California, which is why the voiceover might be a little bit off this week, sorry. I'm Mr. Mobile, and I have opinions after about 12 days with the new Motorola Razr Ultra. Let's embrace our inner hedonists and tackle the tactile titillations first. I asked Motorola to send me an Orient Blue review sample, and I have not a single regret about that. Only extended testing will tell whether this Alcantara finish will hold up to months of use. I'm really not looking forward to getting my first egg yolk stain on it or whatever. But it's so striking and soft in the hand, even prettier and purpler in pillowy person. The moving parts, too, seem tighter this year, though, admittedly, the hinge always feels solid right out of the box. Motorola's gotten some deserved flack for keeping so much the same year over year, and I do think it would be wise to make these more distinctive from the front. A couple years ago, Samsung painted accent rings on the camera that really helped set the Galaxy Flip 6 apart, and I think the Razr's same old blank black cover glass is feeling a little tired at this point. On the other hand, I'm glad Motorola didn't follow Samsung's lead in rethinking the aspect ratio. 22:9 might not sound much taller than the 21:9 that Samsung used for its Flip 7, but I tend to think the taller and narrower silhouette makes more sense on flip phones, since it leads to more vertical screen space in desktop mode and in split-screen scenarios too. I just also happen to think it looks better. The cover screen, too, is quite familiar. Up to 15 workspaces for widgets, shortcuts, and all the apps you can eat. It's still great for stuff as simple as a Pomodoro timer or as elaborate as an NES emulator. And yes, because the device dimensions are almost totally unchanged, the Clix keyboard we made for last year's phone will fit this one too. And my review unit does seem a bit incomplete. There's a new checklist app that's so undercooked it's basically broken. And also it's still a little wonky in parts of the interface. Good example here, the power button wakes the phone up, but doesn't put it back to sleep unless you first unlock it. Oh, and remember the cover screen logo that shows up during phone calls? Well, the good news is Motorola has gone crazy with options here, now offering 27 variations of the Batwing meatball to showcase when you're yapping. I love stuff like this. But the bad news is that the cover screen is still listening for inputs when you're on the phone, so when you accidentally swipe in from the side, it invokes the back function and the phone buzzes in your hand. Again, it's really cool, but it's a little wonky. One of the things we used to sacrifice on these bendy blowers, to crib a quote from TechSpert, is battery life. But not so here. Thanks to silicon carbon in the anodes, this Razr offers 5,000 milliamp hours of juice. And here's what that translates to in real life. On my Transcon travel day to Google I/O, I spent my time on Wheels and Wings making phone calls, streaming Spotify and YouTube, scrolling socials, taking notes, checking email, and shooting clips for the vlog I'll roll in the camera test section. I even had time to secure second place in a mid-air round of Metal Storm with all the settings maxed out and the screen recorder running. And despite being apparently recycled from last year, the Snapdragon chipset had no trouble hanging in there. All the while, Life 360 was sucking down a lot of power to keep my location up to date in the background, and the phone was connected to 3 Bluetooth peripherals at the same time. The Garmin Mark Captain 2, the new Fitbit Air, and the Even Realities G2. The phone finally died at just about 5 p.m. Pacific after starting the day at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. That's nearly 12 hours of very heavy usage. Now, things on the charging front are a little more fraught. On the upside, the magnets that keep the flip closed also let the phone stick to some MagSafe chargers. Love that old trick. Though, of course, native Qi 2.2 would be better. And there's technically impressive top-up rates supported, with 68 watts wired. But you don't get a charger in the box. And that matters here because not only am I only managing about 55 watts with the chargers I have, but this phone is aping an annoying behavior from my last Razr Ultra. It's restarting the charge cycle over and over while it's plugged in. I've read that Motorola's turbocharge solution requires a PPS-compatible charger to function correctly. I'm waiting for clarification from Motorola on this. But, you know, other companies' phones don't boot loop if you plug in a charger they're not expecting. They just charge more slowly. And just on principle, if your phone's going to be this particular about the power it sips, then you should bundle a compatible charger in the box, especially for $1,500. Let's be honest, Motorola's never been known for its great cameras, so it's weird to see it lean so hard into that area with the Razr. But it makes sense, given the unique capabilities of the flip form factor, and as you maybe saw in my Razr Fold review, Motorola's efforts to improve seem slowly to be paying off. The 50-megapixel sensor on the main camera here is pretty rare in phones, with low-fic technology apparently meant to guard against overexposure. The only other device I've tested with a similar sensor was that Leica phone. Before leaving for Mountain View, I took the Ultra for a photo walk around my South Brooklyn neighborhood, followed by my first Subway series at Citi Field. The cover display preview is always a crowd pleaser, and I admit I cheated a bit by shooting these samples on one of the most beautiful days we've had so far this season. But what stood out to me the most was that even with fast-moving subjects and not much time to shoot them, I only lost 1 or 2 photos to the motion blur monsters. The majority of these photos came out with beautiful, balanced color and just enough sharpness without degrading into smartphone flatness. Oh, and true to Motorola's promise, the camera launches more quickly than ever as well. For photos, the Razr Ultra is the flip phone I'd probably trust the most at this moment. Okay, now say it with me, because you know what's next on this and every script. Video is another story. Look, I love Motorola's creative thinking when it comes to the camcorder mode. I'm sure it gets made fun of, but holding your phone like this to shoot video really is more ergonomic in some situations. And yeah, tilting to push in looks dumb as hell, but it's actually a clever way to zoom. The thing is, you really don't want to zoom with this camcorder. Like, ever. It either loses focus right away, or the digital cropping of the main sensor is just this terrible. Obviously, without our telephoto lens, this was never going to be an award-winning phone for, bird watching, but this is pretty rough stuff. It's possible my review sample had an issue. I've asked Motorola, and I'll update you here, but I've reached out to other media folks who seem to be facing similar challenges, so make sure you read or watch a few good reviews before buying based on the camcorder. Which is a shame, because a package this portable and beautiful, with battery life as good as this, could be an amazing little vlogging camera. Stuff like this, man, could be the perfect influencery creator camera if the camcorder was any good. Speedy 757. Getting ready to be too cold or too hot. Gotta pat the bird.
Honey, okay, and then I'm gonna see you guys in a few hours, in 6 hours.
Ooh. You know you're hungry when even the Dolores Park Cafe at the airport smells good. The good old Shashi. As I recall, the cold brew here is very good.
The cold brew here is excellent. I might get a cortado again.
474?
Kogan and I are like, we're gonna go do some work. I think we can really get some stuff done and go heads down and not worry about it. And then you spawn a crew. Google Bikes. Witness the amazing zoom that you shouldn't use ever in video. Thank you very much. Oh, that looks so good. This seems hard and uncomfortable. Oh, they thought of that. So anyway, what controversial thing were you saying, Danny?
Oh, no.
not gonna do me that dirty.
Trouble is, you can't even rest your hand on your fist with this thing because it detects a fist, and it's like, oh, pause.
I just turned that all day.
Don't do a thumbs up either.
Yeah.
I just did.
Oh yeah.
Turn it off. Everything's a fist. I turned it off immediately. Yeah. It's like I put my hand in my face.
Wow. That's Josh Vergara, P.O. Box.
Steal that from you, Michael Fisher. There you go.
Thank you very much, sir.
I
appreciate you got the same one? Hell yeah, Razr forever, man. Water bottle. Like, this is good. We got a 2-camera setup for this water bottle. You can tell we need more to do.
You guys are really struggling with your content.
Oh, they already know, Logan. You don't have to say it. Bug droids everywhere. Morning.
Morning.
Another year, another Google I.O.
Copy. Check.
When your girlfriend is not invited to ride the bus. Bug droids everywhere. Peter Bone, the original Rambler. Oh my, no. Drugs, yes. Thank you. Morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. So this is actually my favorite venue of any media event in this field, and I love coming here every single year. With one downside, it starts out really nice and cool, Northern California morning, very delightful, and then as the hours progress and the keynote and the sun moves, it carves its way across all these seats, and suddenly you are stewing in your own techno sweat. Still better than being in a stupid conference center, though. This thing rocks. Do you like Niagara Launcher? This is the man to thank. Is that the fabled Coco?
Yes, it
Is that the other trim? Hell yeah, Derek Lee. Unfortunately, the video camera is still the worst thing I've ever used. What's up, guys? Hey!
AI Overviews now has over 2.5 billion monthly users.
The Google I.O. gift giver graced me with a treat. Thanks, babes.
Wait, no, Bridget, yeah, do it. Give him this ASMR. It's an ASMR.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know, let's check back in a year.
Yeah, let's do.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna talk to you in real life now. Oh, here we go.
Okay, now we have to go talk about things off the record. Excuse us. As much as I'd have loved to drop a surprise on you with this one, folks, this Razr is a continuation of what's come before. In my view, it's still the best flip phone available, but that victory is tempered by the dual blow of only modest upgrades and a significant price jump, all against the backdrop of an expected upcoming Galaxy Flip 8. Take it all together, and you're left with a familiar recommendation when it comes to Motorola. Wait to see what Samsung brings to the table this summer, and by then, the Razr will probably already be offered at a discount. Let me know if you'd like a head-to-head video when the Flip 8 hits the market, and I'd also love to know if you enjoyed the I.O. vlog, or if that's something you'd prefer to see on a dedicated MrMobile After Dark channel or something. A disclosure, review sample provided by Motorola, and travel, lodging, and meals in Mountain View provided by Google. But no manufacturer ever gets any editorial input into my review content. No company had copy approval or an early preview of this video, and I was not compensated for its production. Until next time, from Michael Fisher, Captain Two Phones on the feeds, thanks for watching. And stay mobile, my friends.